flat tonight. It's a heavy night for me. It's a heavy night for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's up, people? Everything's going fine. One of my friend guys passed away, so I'm a little bit like bothered, by that. He was a good dude, like he was a really good dude, and he died. Really good dude. For sure. I'm at work, y'all. I'm waiting for the algorithm to let me in. If it lets me in, getting it done. I just gotta blow these parts off. Blow these parts off. And prep like I normally do, like you guys normally see me do. So ouch. Fiberglass. What? Got it, y'all. What's up, y'all? I'm a little bit in a funk, man. I'm gonna tell you why, yo. Cause I lost a friend, yo. Like my friend passed away, yo. And he was a cool dude, yo. And like, man, I'm kind of just in shock, yo. You know what I mean? My friend passed away, yo. parts off so I can gel coat them. All right. But yeah, my friend died. My friend died. You know, it's really hard to come by good people. You know, he was a man that he took accountability. He's the type of man that he knew that he did some wrongs and he was trying to right a lot of his wrongs. And he took a lot of accountability. He was the type of man where he'll just tell you, you know, you don't like if you hear it from somebody else, like he'll tell you like if you hear somebody trying to slay me, they straight haters, yo. They haters. You know, very transparent. You know, so passed away. And you just never know, man. Folks here, and then they're gone. They're literally gone. And it's real. It's real. Me and my other coworker, we was talking about how do you know if you're dead? You know what I'm saying? If you're gone, how would you know that you've passed away? And then there's so many things out there saying that if you see the light and you go towards the light, that's basically the reincarnation. That is the woman's womb. That is, so, you know what I'm saying? So that's you coming back to earth. So with that being said, do you think that we all really live inside of a womb if we literally lay down and pass and we're greeted with the light, like, you know, world womb? But anywho, I just can't believe it. You know? I can't believe it. But thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Everything's just been like good and copacetic. I'm starting to put God first again. Because honestly, like when I start trying to pursue someone or try to pursue a relationship, try to like, you know, like just do that natural thing, it just kind of goes bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm greeted with women that have children, and a lot of children, not just one or two. It's on average, it'd be like women that got two. Well, on average, it's a woman who has her first child, then it's a woman that has two children, then it's a woman that has 4 kids, and the one thing that they all have in common is that they're single. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it just makes me feel like they're dumb women. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what real man is gonna make a baby know it's his child and break the relationship off? You know? So like, it's just very frustrating for me because I do want to date. I do want to like create a companionship, and it's like it's just difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's just difficult. So you gotta put God first and deal with that stuff later. Type of deal. You know? Everybody know it hurts when you can't have the one that you want. It hurts. And it hurts because, you know, you're sitting here trying to like pursue someone who doesn't want you. You know? But somebody who wants you is not gonna allow you to pursue them. They're just gonna give themselves to you. You know, it's gonna be. But someone who doesn't care, someone who they'll hop into another relationship, you know, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, you're pursuing them or whatever, it's like they don't care, you know what I'm saying? And so like, troubleshooting wise, it's like, and it's always imbalance. So I can be ready to settle down, but the person I'm ready to settle down with not ready to settle down. So now, it's like I'm forced to rethink that, right? So now, once I rethink it, I reconsider. Now, whatever that person that I was choosing to settle down with, now they either hit what's up, Panda? Now, what's up? And thank you for engaging. Now that person has hit a slump or whatever the case is, or came to realization. Now they're choosing me. Now they're ready to settle down. Now it's like, I'm not ready to settle down now. That feeling that I had for you is not there anymore because you forced me to reconsider you. And so now by you forcing me to reconsider you, you're, forcing me to pursue other options or think about other options or whatever the case is. And if you knew that I was pursuing you and you didn't want me then, and now you want me now, who's the option? Am I being treated like an option, or am I treating you like an option? And what I mean, what you doing, child of God? Amen. What are you doing? So right now I'm at my job, right? And all the parts that you see, including the one that this here phone is on, I gel coat, okay? After I gel coat, like, the first shift comes in and they fiberglass it. So right there, that brown right there, that's fiberglass. They fiberglass it in this area. They fiberglass it, and I got fiberglass in me. You can feel fiberglass. It literally is fiberglass. It is what it is. But they come in, they fiberglass it. That's why you have like this little stuff right here. I'm show you. They come in and they fiberglass it. This is fiberglass. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming to my live. Maven Hartle. I've never heard that last name before, and that's a cool name, Megan Hartle. And she's a top fan. So thank you for returning. Panda is a top fan. Thank you for returning. I'm just kind of, a little down because my friend passed away. And I don't have many friends. Like, I don't go and hang out. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? I don't get to anyway. Guy friends at that. I kind of cut guy friends out of the picture a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Because as they started to push that LGBTQ stuff and all of that, a lot of people started coming out. And, I find it really disgusting for a man that has came out the closet to pursue a man that is straight. I think that's disgusting. And I think that's a mental health disorder. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I feel that any man that is perpetrating a woman has a mental disorder, a mental health disorder, just like a woman portraying a man. I feel like that is a mental disorder. And America's not going to acknowledge it, and because of the simple fact they make money off of it. It keeps the rich rich. Misery keeps the rich rich. You know what I mean? But this guy, his name was Cleavon. I met him at a job. I used to make elevator parts, and I met him there. We was just cool, me and him, and a couple other, like a couple females. Like that job, it was a small warehouse, so everybody was kind of tight. You know what I mean? But he didn't take no crap from nobody. You're not gonna sit here and disrespect him and think you're gonna, get away with it. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. He was just a real dude, he was a gentle dude, you know what I'm saying? He was a gangster dude, don't get me wrong, like, not gangster, but like, you just not gonna run over him. He was shorter than me. He was probably about this tall. But he was older than me though. He was probably like pushing like 44, but he looked young, But he passed away. That caught me off guard. I consider him a friend because he told me he was one. It's very rare that somebody will tell you, "Hey man, I'm not gonna." Like, it's very rare somebody will tell you, "Hey man, I'm not gonna disrespect you I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna try to play you. I'm really good people. You know, you don't have to worry about that type of deal. It's very rare that somebody will tell you that. You know, and he was just one of the ones. So I'm a little sad. Like, he passed away. I let my other homegirl, I let her know too. And I'm waiting on her to respond. She's gonna be devastated too. She's gonna be devastated because we all was cool. We all used to go out for lunch and have lunch together. Because I'm that type of guy, you know. So, pass. I have to go to his funeral. Sure. Pay my respects. But you honestly just don't know. You don't know when your time is time. You don't know. And I feel like you got people out here that's really doing people so bad. The people that they tell about they love, they're doing people so bad, yo. And then next thing you know, like how would you feel if you did somebody wrong and then a week later they passed away, yo, and you don't even know, you find out later? How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta treat people with kindness and respect. And if they don't deserve kindness and respect, then get away from them. Don't be around them. Don't force yourself to treat somebody with kindness and stuff if they truly don't deserve it. Just get away from it. Just get away from them. You know? Tomorrow night, y'all got to come. I tried getting into my phone, my other phone, and I can't remember the pattern. And the more I got the pattern wrong, the more it pushed out for me to try again. And the last time I tried, once I failed it, it gave me 60 minutes. I had to wait 60 minutes to be able to try again. And after that, I didn't try again. So I'm still trying to figure out the pattern to my old phone. So when I go live to read the Bible on my TikTok, I can go live on YouTube and everybody can kind of get the same teaching going. So just I don't want you to think I'm not following through. I'm really doing my best at keeping my word and following through. Really doing my best at that. You know, and trying to tackle life and its challenges too. You know, I got to figure something out this go around. I want to do something this go around. You know, that is self-rewarding, you know. On my days off, tomorrow I'm off. I need to see if my kid's mom is gonna bring my boys over so I can spend some time with them, because they don't call me or nothing. And what's crazy is that my daughter lives with me, and I would tell my daughter every day. I would ask her, and then I would tell her every day, hey, you talk to your mom? She'll be like, no. I'll be like, well, call your mom, talk to your mom, talk to your brothers. You know, so it's like I can't get that same respect. What's going on? Kefa Luka Ayon. Ismi Matrel. Sabah Udnor. Sabah Udnor. Good afternoon. You know, so I'm a little sad. And as I read the Bible, I start to put two and two together. I'm good, Fat Mom. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for engaging. As I read the Bible, I start to put two and two together when it comes down to like everything that's going on. And honestly, everybody needs to at least read the book of Adam and Eve. Like I feel like that's gonna be the start of man and woman really rekindling a natural bond. Where are you? Fat Mom, I am in North Carolina. I'm in the United States. I'm in North Carolina. Lexi New Gospel CD. So Miss Renee Masso says Lexi has a new gospel CD. Honestly, I don't listen to gospel. Not saying I won't. Not saying I won't listen to gospel. I just don't venture out to listen to gospel. However, I have a radio in my room, and I'm kind of old school, so I got a radio receiver. A disc like a 60 slot disc changer. And I have the gospel channel programmed in my radio. So when I leave, when I turn my radio on, the gospel channel is on. It is playing. And I do that because while I'm away, my dog, like, it kind of soothes my dog's anxiety to have some music coming out of my room, because he sleeps in my room too. But it kind of just soothes his anxiety. You know what I mean? And it breaks the silence of the house, so my dog's anxiety don't go so high. Like, it don't just, you know what I'm saying? He's old, and I just try to make him comfortable, you know. So I definitely got that gospel channel program. But I want to change my demographics, and I met someone who kind of put me onto a program that helps with home ownership and stuff like that. So I'm going to be looking into that, and I might be relocating like very soon, God willing. I'm going to be relocating, and I need a fresh environment. I need a fresh start, a fresh like companionship, a fresh marriage. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good companion. I'm looking for someone who doesn't make the statement, "I'm not perfect," and then they cheat, or they're professional infidelity violators type of deal. Their profession is infidelity. You know what I mean? Or conning. I was talking to someone, and they said that they used to like feel some kind of way about love, but they said that, they said to themselves, like, I deserve love, and I deserve love too. I deserve love. I deserve to be in love. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't deserve the person that I want. If that make any sense, because the person that you want can be bad for you. And the first sign of the person that you want being bad for you is the fact that you don't have them yet. That's the first sign. And they're aware. That's the first sign that someone is bad for you. When they're aware, but they still not with you. That's the first sign. Because you shouldn't have to choose. As a man, now women, ladies, you might have to do some chasing, but that person is not gonna be disrespectful. Like, they're not gonna be disrespectful. I got a piece of fiberglass. I got to have a piece of fiberglass somewhere up around here because it's burning. But that person, you're not gonna see that person going from woman to woman to woman. All right, you're not gonna see that. So I would say don't chase someone like that. But if you have to chase this man, and he's been hurt, he's been used, you have to convince him. You have to bring him peace. And so this is what I mean. Have his lunch. Have some lunch for him. Call him and ask him, "Hey, how you doing? Did you eat? Well, listen, what you about to do right now?" I'm about to go out or I'm about to go to work. Well, where do you work at? Well, I work such and such and such. Okay, well listen, I'll meet you there. I got you some lunch. You know, and if you be like, no, that's all right. Okay, well that's fine. And then you can just try something else. You know, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm just sitting here, just cooling right now. Do you want to go somewhere? My treat. You know, or hey, let's go to the park. Meet me at the park. Let's just chat. You know, or call to just talk. You know, when men got a lot going on, we are discouraged from talking. Like we don't want to talk on the phone. You know, it's best to be in person. You know, because that's the real. You know, Jamila, thank you for joining my live. I definitely appreciate you for engaging. Miss Jones says, God will bless you with someone that will love and cherish you unconditionally, King. Let me tell you something. That word unconditional, that's a word that I've only heard a woman say, 2 women say twice this year. I haven't heard, not now, another, you are the second woman to mention the word unconditional. You know? The second. I haven't heard a woman say that word other than other than the 2 I just mentioned. I've never heard a woman speak of unconditional love. And unconditional is just that, unconditional. Meaning I love you for you. It doesn't matter what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? I love you and I choose you. Because if you're naturally being you, then someone is gonna pick up on that. Someone, a very trained eye, someone who's emotionally intelligent is gonna pick up on that. You know. I don't think God sends men and women. The man finds that woman. I don't think he sends it, you know. But it's okay to correct me if I'm wrong. It's just an opinion. God made, you know, I feel like, this is how I feel like you encounter a good significant other. That person is doing everything that they're supposed to do. And y'all cross paths. Y'all cross paths. So that means that if you've been thinking about going to school, enroll in school, and do your school thing. Do your school thing, do your work thing, take care of your home, take care of your kids. And what's going to happen is someone is always watching. That someone is going to approach you. And it may be a good somebody, or the devil may have sent them. You'll know. You'll know that the devil sent them because they dwelling in clubs. They're trying to get you to drink, to consume substances. Them the ones that throw you off track. And I feel like them the ones that the devil has sent. But the ones that's doing exactly the same thing you doing, which is building, you know, they might be heaven sent. But the devil can fool you too. So they can be building, but it's a type of building that they're doing. If they building by lying to people, stepping on their necks, stealing from them, taking from them, then they're allowing the devil to use them. But if they're willing to help you, if y'all talking and something happens to your car, and that person say, hey, I know how to fix cars. Just let me check your car out and I'll see what I can do. And they fix your car for you. And you offer them money, but they didn't ask, you know, then they may be heaven sent. You know, if you're struggling with something like a relationship with your parents or a relationship with your children or something, and that person loves kids and that person provides you with some creditable solutions, you know, that person might be heaven sent. Keywords that heaven sent people talk about is what we talk about. Keywords like, I want everybody to succeed, so I'm willing to help wherever you need me. Keywords, stuff like, I don't have that much money, but I can do X, Y, and Z. So if you need help with X, Y, and Z, I can do that, but I don't have that much money. Because not everybody has money. Not everybody has $500 in their savings. You know? Not everybody has that. And these jobs are only paying enough for your household. They're not really paying you enough to where you can sit here literally within 2 checks, pay all of your bills, and then you go on a trip. Like they're not paying that much no more. They're not running it up no more. So you have to you have to educate yourself. You know what I mean? And see how you can be a great companion. And I feel that I'd be a great companion because I have the paying the bills consistency down pat. Like I love kids, you know, and I'm a communicator. I can fix cars, landscaping. I'm very therapeutic. I can cook. I can clean. I don't rely on a woman to clean my house. I clean my own house. I don't mind cleaning. You know? I don't mind getting up and taking the kids to school. I don't mind going to parent and teacher conferences. I set my job up so when the school call, I'm actually at home and I can pop up. Because you got kids that'll be acting up in school and they think that you're not gonna pop up. But when you pop up on them, it's a different ball game. You know, they let them know that anytime them teachers call, I'm coming. Sure. But your best bet is literally to have a good relationship with God. And I know that it's a lot out here that's trying to that discredits that and discourages you from having a good relationship, trying to build a relationship with God. But God is the Father. He's the root creator. He's the root creator. You gotta have a relationship. You gotta believe in Him. He's the Father. He does fatherly things. He put Adam in charge. He put Adam in charge. He put Adam in charge of the Garden of Eden, and He gave Adam an assignment. And Adam assigned names to the creatures, to all the creations, including the woman. So your name started from a man. Your existence, God created you and man named you. So it's crazy how there's this freaking gender war going on. And it's crazy how man and woman are just against each other. It's just, I cannot believe that's really happening. And it's very hurtful. It's hurtful because we're supposed to be together. We're supposed to work together, and ultimately we're supposed to be the last line of defense for God. Our companionship. And our companionship can fix the world. that is. But our companionship can fix the world. And all right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. I know who that was. That was calling from a strange phone number. But believe it or not, that is what's gonna fix the world. The the companionship of man and woman. That's what's gonna fix the world. The man and woman coming together and saying no to the system. The system has stepped in and and is trying to be God, and that's what's going on. The system stepped in and is trying to provide and want us to accept these because of circumstances. Want us to accept these conditions as a contract. But when man and woman decide to not be against each other, no longer be against each other, that's going to be the start of the turnaround. That's going to be the start of a turnaround. The key is it takes a village. That's the key, and it's been the answer for so long. It has been the answer. For sure. That's what I strongly believe. I'm almost done taping up my stuff. Yeah, almost done. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I think I'm about done here. What time is it? It's 7:54. I get off at 2 o'clock, so I'll probably start gel coating around 12. And once I finish gel coating, I have to spray black. I have to spray this stuff black. Not all of it, but just a couple things black. Spray it black, and then I'm pretty much out of here. And then I'm off. So, yeah. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to my live. I'm gonna try to start shortening up my YouTube live so it don't be like an hour and some change long. It's gonna be about maybe like 20 minutes or so, something like that. But I appreciate all the likes, you guys. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate you guys engaging. Make sure you go to my my TikTok channel. Thank you for watching me. Make sure you go to my TikTok channel because I'm gonna be reading the Bible Thursday nights at 9 p.m. And Friday nights at 9 p.m. I'm in North Carolina, so check your schedules to see what your time zone correlates with, and meet me at my TikTok channel. It's The Real Martrell Lane, right? So just like how my channel says The Real DJ Monster, which is my rap name, my TikTok is The Real Martrell Lane, MARTRELLLANE, all caps, and you should see it. All right, make sure you check me out and try to be there. I'm only going to read about 3 pages of the Bible, and just probably talk about it as I go along. But it shouldn't be no longer than like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hold no church or nothing like that. But any gathering to talk about God's word is a fellowship. So just kind of trying to come to my TikTok fellowship a little bit with me. And I want you to feel good when you go to bed. And I want you to feel excellent when you wake up because you did give God some time. You did take time out of your day to read God's word And that is a beautiful feeling. I promise you it is. And it overpowers the feeling that a man has created. And I ain't talking about a man. I'm talking about humankind. Someone who's disappointed you, someone who's betrayed you, someone who's hurting you, something that someone is doing is hurting you. When you start dwelling in the book and start reading God's word, that takes that away. I promise you, I cannot make this up. That is the true solution to internal turmoil, is reading the Bible. Okay? Read God's word. It's going to take your mind off of it. And that thing, it can't defeat that. When you start intaking anything dealing with God, nothing going on can defeat that. Nothing going on is greater than that. I promise you. And I came from the darkness. I came from the bottom, yo. I came from the bottom. I could have snapped. That could have been it. But I chose God. I chose the reward. You know? So just make sure you guys tune into my TikTok, The Real Martrell Lane. And I'm just going to read a little bit to you guys. Alright? It's been real. It's been real, DJ Monster. We out of here. Peace, y'all. Love you guys. Reach me at TheRealDJMonster@gmail.com.